I got this old 90s Star Wars set from Power of the Force, Purchase of the Droids. Very elaborate box for just 3 figures inside. You can see the display is kind of messed up. They've fallen over in the box. But it was kind of a cool little idea. I think the idea was an Owen Lars figure wasn't really going to sell on its own. They did this little box with Luke and C-3PO. And I realized I didn't have Lars to add to my collection. So I just wanted to kind of show getting this opened up, since the display was all messed up anyway, just to show this off. And personally, I kind of feel like these 90s figures are pretty cool and very good to fill out like a Star Wars figure collection. They look pretty decent. Now this one comes with this background. Didn't come with any extra Jawas. That's why I kind of am confused why it was only like a 3-figure set, so maybe a few more things. I will be opening up this like R1 figure soon. But that's just a cardboard display here, but it has this plastic kind of sand display that actually has foot pegs for putting the figures on. It's got these twist ties at the bottom. Difficult to remove there, but this has little instructions here. You're supposed to keep this background, which I won't, but for demonstrational purposes, it says you cut this bottom instruction part off, which I'm doing a great job of doing it poorly. And then there's some sort of folding to be done. Gonna give it a thickness or something. There's a tab up in the back or something. Maybe it's kind of something like this. I don't know what I'm doing. Whatever, anything. It's supposed to do whatever, but there's like a kind of slit there that you can kind of jam it into and keep the cardboard background. But that's incredibly stupid. Problem being there's these holes in it, so even if you did want to keep it, it's kind of a messed up background. The money here was you get the Lars figure, which again, not like a super incredible photo realistic face, but decently detailed, even with the hair. He's just a 5-point dude with a little bit of a weird arm. I don't know why he's like, yeah. What are you trying to pull on us? But decently done, because I did get the Baru figure, which I kind of did as its own video, because I gave a little recipe for some blue milk also. So check out that video after this one. Yeah, I just wanted to get Lars just to put in my kind of A New Hope collection. But just like Baru, he's a little difficult to stand up sometimes too. Common problem with some of these weird ones with their crappy stances. We have like a Luke, and again, this is where these box sets were kind of aiming more at the collector, because, you know, at the beginning of this line, this is Luke. Before, you can see they tried to make him a little more collectible and realistic to the movie versus super hulked out Luke here. So just like different versions of him, like here he's got his binoculars on his belt and stuff. Different face. Pretty nerdy on this one, but no accessories. And there's kind of got open hands. But that's what it came with, and again, it's like a collector kind of thing. And it does come with a C-3PO from like the purchasing of the droids. No R2, but he's just kind of that standard C-3PO figure that came out early in the line. I believe it's the same body, but this one actually has some like kind of wear look on it maybe. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, or if this is actually just worn even though it was in the box. Because some of that vac has been removed, and I'm not sure if that's on purpose, because he did kind of have some wear, you know, from walking the Tatooine deserts. This is a pretty cool looking one, really. Might just be poorly done, but it kind of paid off in appearance compared to the clean shiny one. And I never had like a C-3PO for my Return of the Jedi set, so I can kind of move the shinier one here and keep this one as maybe more the Tatooine A New Hope one, where 3PO is a little more worn down looking. So it's not useless to get some of these other figures. But I did mostly want Owen, but you could get some of the other droids, Jawas for this little background if you had the space. Pretty cool, 1997, Power of the Force, little collectible set. I like to open these up here when I get them. I do get the vintage collection in this scale once in a while and just kind of collect the movies figures, but whenever I get a retro one too, I like to do a little video about it because I think they're still worth something just because they are in the same scale. A lot of them look pretty good still. And there's a lot of characters that you can only get if you delve into these older toy lines. So let me know what you think of these, and hopefully I'll get to see you in the next video.